Jersey Championship Wrestling presents the 2001 Jersey J Cup. I'm Mike Burns, joined by...
This is Mike Spillane from Pro Wrestling Illustrated, author of the Mexico Report, the Japan Report. I'm going to try and bring a little bit of my international insight to this tournament with 16 of the best junior heavyweights anywhere in the country.
I'm definitely going to need your help tonight.
Here's Scott Matthews, a ring announcer, and I believe they're going to bring up all the competitors in tonight's J Cup.
Here we go with the introductions for the 2001 Jersey J Cup.
First out, Ryan Wing. In terms of experience, he was in the first annual Jersey J Cup. Here's Dave Greco, a JCW regular, and I think also the light heavyweight champion.
He is a current JCW light heavyweight champion. Supremely Great, representing from WXW. Xavier, one of the top competitors in the New York and Northeastern Indies.
Absolutely.
Definitely an odds-on favorite here tonight.
And speaking of odds-on favorites, here's Loki, this year's Super 8 winner down at ECWA in Delaware. He's definitely got a very strong amount of momentum coming into this tournament. Here's Felipe, the pool boy, and Mr. Fuji, or the Penguin, or their love child, the one or the other.
You said that. Dixie making his way to the ring. Current Jersey All-Pro Tag Team Champion along with his brother, the Insane Dragon.
And an accomplished junior heavyweight in his own right. Here's one of the Maximo brothers,
Jose Maximo.
He's 1/3 of the SAT.
Making his way to the ring right now, his brother,
Joel. These two have a great deal of experience as tag team wrestlers. We're going to see how they do in singles tonight.
White Lotus coming off a knee injury. First time he's competed in about 6 months.
I'll be very interested to watch him. I've never seen him in action. However, I do know this man very well. Keenan Creed from the Maryland area, as well as all throughout the Northeast scene.
The 2000 Shane Shamrock Memorial Cup winner. Dylan Cage making his way to the ring now. Competes mainly in the Northeast Indies, up in Maine, New Hampshire, that area.
Here comes Shark Boy, a favorite from Ohio. In terms of experience, he's one of the most experienced competitors in tonight's tournament.
Former wrestler for WCW, Shark Boy.
This is Red, the final member of the SAT, the Spanish announce team.
He is the high flyer of the three, if you had to pick out the top high flyer out of that group. Here we go, Mike Quackenbush making his way to the ring.
In terms of experience, really, he's in the same bracket as Shark Boy, one of the most experienced competitors in the tournament.
What a group of 16 individuals we have here tonight. And last year's Jersey J Cup champion, Judas Young.
This is really a diverse array, a great sampling of the talent from the independents, not just in the Northeast, it's important to remember that, but from all over the independent scene in the United States.
When they put together the matches, the pairings, all the talent they brought in for this Jersey J Cup, they spared no expense. Bringing in guys from the Northeast, from Ohio, bringing in Shark Boy. 16 of the top competitors going to take it on here tonight. And only one will come out victorious.
That's right, and that guy, that single wrestler that manages to come out victorious in the Jersey J Cup is going to have to wrestle 4 times in one night to claim that crown. It's a 16-man single elimination tournament.
Some bad news there about Homicide. His brother was shot in a drive-by shooting less than 24 hours ago and is unable to compete in tonight's event.
Our hopes and prayers go out to Homicide and his entire family.
We're getting a good look at the competitors again. Hopefully they'll pose for a photo opportunity where you get to see all 16 men for the last time before the Jersey J Cup champion is crowned tonight.
This moment of harmony here between the 16 competitors is going to be brief, because in a very short period of time, they're going to be paired off into the 8 initial brackets, and they're going to tear each other apart.
If you had to pick a favorite here tonight, who would you go?
I have to go with some of the more experienced players. I think a Sharp Boy, I think of Lightning Mike Quackenbush, in terms of guys who've been around the indie scene the longest. I think they're going to have an advantage over some of the less experienced competitors. On the other hand, you got to look at guys like Xavier, guys like Loki, who right now are on tremendous hot streaks. They're certainly going to have a lot of momentum going into the tournament. Who do you think? You've got 16 great competitors here. If you had to pick just one, Felipe the Pool Boy. Why Felipe the Pool Boy?
He has an advantage more than anybody else in the ring.
You mean having the extra man in his corner?
Yes.
That's true. You don't see any valets, any managers other than with Felipe the Pool Boy. So in a sense, he's going to have an odds favorite working for him out there 2-on-1 in every round.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first match in the opening round of this year's Jersey J-Cup tournament is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, making his way to the ring from Paramus, New Jersey, weighing in at 212 pounds, sure thing, Ryan Wing.
Here we see one of the competitors for the very first match here, Ryan Wing. And I believe in the first round now, unless I'm mistaken, he's going to be taking on last year's Jersey J-Cup winner, Judas Young.
Well, there's some honors and some privileges of winning the Jersey J-Cup. This way he'll get a longer rest period if he's victorious in this match.
You're right, and that's going to start to play a big factor, the fatigue factor, as the night wears on tonight. Remember, the man who wins the Jersey J-Cup is going to wrestle 4 times in one night.
These two have mixed it up in many different promotions for the last 2 years, so they know each other very well inside the ring.
A long storied feud between Ryan Wing and the man about to make his way to ringside right now.
Punk is not dead.
There he is, Judas Young, last year's Jersey J-Cup winner. And really, it's kind of unusual that you wouldn't pick him as an odds-on favorite. I mean, we both talked a little bit about who we expect to see do well in the tournament this year. Judas Young really is a guy that you can't overlook. He proved himself last year, and really, in the intervening 12 months, he's only gotten better.
He knows what it takes to get the job done in this 16-man tournament.
Obviously, you really can't go into questioning the cardiovascular conditioning here, because this year again, just like he did already last year, he'd have to go through 4 matches to win the Jersey J-Cup.
Setting the walk up here.
Both of these guys are young competitors. They both obviously have a lot of stamina. They're good to go in the ring. Something unusual that you may begin to notice here about the ring that these guys are wrestling in is the ropes. The ropes aren't very secure. The turnbuckles appear loose. And I don't know whether or not any of the Jersey J-Cup competitors are really aware of that, or if they're finding it out as they're getting in the ring. But that means you've got to change up your game plan in there. And I think we're going to see some radically different strategies once some of these competitors begin to realize that maybe they can't rely on the ropes and turnbuckles the way they're used to. These junior heavyweights are high flyers by nature.
That they are. Lock up here, Ryan Wing with the advantage. Reversal by Judas Young.
Side headlock into an arm wringer, standing arm wringer there. Ryan Wing's looking for a way out. All the way through goes Judas Young into a lateral press. Certainly not going to get him that early. That's more of a psychology move. He just wants to show him, hey, look, we're only 30 seconds into this match, and already I've got a pin on you here. And already Judas Young is beginning to dictate the pace to Ryan Wing. That's the mark of a champion. That's the mark of a winner. And we certainly know that last year, he was the J-Cup winner. There's a schoolboy roll-up by Judas.
Again, going with the early pinning attempt. Trying to psych out Ryan Wing.
Certainly setting him off his game, trying to keep him off balance. Another collar and elbow tie up there. Ryan Wing pulls him right into the side headlock. Mashing right across the ear there, and that, of course, is where so many professional wrestlers get their cauliflower ear from, being stuck inside headlocks. 3 elbow shots right to the jaw of Judas Young. Judas ducked his head too early for that backdrop.
Telegraphed that.
Irish whip, tries the hip toss. No, right into an abdominal stretch, and that is a veteran move right there. Judas Young saw the hip toss coming a kilometer away, and went right into the abdominal stretch. Ryan Wing tried a reversal. Judas landed on his feet. Hip toss again. No, now it's Ryan Wing's turn to put on the abdominal stretch. Both men here, and this is the most important element of the match. These first few minutes where the competitors have a chance to feel each other out. Hip toss there, drops Ryan right on his back. Missed with the elbow. Another missed elbow drop right there. Double drop kick.
Talked about it earlier on, how well each of these competitors know each other. They're matching move for move for move here tonight.
We saw that demonstrated right there. Like mirror images of one another as Judas Young and Ryan Wing hit each other with identical maneuvers, coming up short every time. Back to a stalemate sort of position there. Now they've got to go back to the lockup. And Ryan Wing's had enough. Cuts him right over the knee, fires up with a right hand to the head.
Backs him in the ropes, whips in.
Clothesline right there, and already you can begin to see how the condition or the quality of these ropes, whatever you want to say, is going to affect the match. You can see Judas there, when he bounced off, almost fell out of the ring.
Yeah, it's definitely switched the game plan for a lot of our competitors here tonight. But I'm sure that won't take away from the effort they'll put into each of their matches.
Absolutely not. In fact, they're going to have to work even harder now, because one of the key elements is missing. They're going to have to wrestle that much harder to make up the difference. And there you see kind of a loose lateral press there. Wasn't really hooking the leg, wasn't putting the full weight on the shoulders. Judas comes right up and starts to fire back. Ryan cuts him right back off there and backs him into the turnbuckle.
That's the one thing about Ryan Wing. Sometimes his arrogance, his cockiness, he loses focus what he's trying to do in the match.
He certainly
lost him many victories so far in his career.
One thing we can tell already, though, is he's not afraid to cheat. We've seen him go into the eyes. We've seen him use the clenched fist. Right into a spine buster there. It looked like Judas was starting to make a little bit of a comeback, and Ryan just cut him right off. Again, you saw there, the pin attempt almost wasn't in earnest. It was more just to say, hey, look, I'm covering you here, as if he's sort of trying to steal some of the psychological momentum back from Judas. Forearm shot, a pair of them right there. Scooping a slam, no dice. Into a waistlock, a reversal of the waistlock. Judas is in control. Ryan Wing firing back with his right elbow. Oh, went downstairs with a low blow.
Like you said, not afraid to cheat.
Interesting version there, almost like an inverted bulldog. Dropped him straight down into a neck drop maneuver, somewhat reminiscent of Giant Baba. Now he's stalking Judas, covers him there. But again, you saw he wasn't really using his weight to his advantage to put pressure on the shoulders and couldn't hold Judas down.
Very lackadaisical cover. Made more of an attempt getting over to make the cover than he did making the actual cover.
Great shot there by our cameraman as he gets sent across the ring. Out of the way, Ryan Wing's shoulder meets the steel post. That's his move. That's Judas's move, and he's got him covered. And that's it. That's all it took. One mistake on Ryan Wing's part was all it took. Judas Young right there to capitalize. Last year's Jersey J Cup winner is moving on to the quarterfinals.